Let's learn how to navigate around the file system in Ubuntu. The file system can be defined as the method of organizing and managing data in the form of files and directories. A directory is a file that contains the names of the other files. It is also called a pointer, as it points to the files you are looking for. This is one of the major components of the file system. The command ls-l can be used to list the contents of the directory, and pwd to view the current working directory. The file is defined as the space occupied by data on the hard disk. Every file or directory in Linux is assigned a numerical value called inode, as shown in the visuals on the extreme left. The system will not identify the files without the inode numbers. Inode numbering will start from 2, as 0 and 1 are reserved numbers. The default directory is root. Its inode number is 2. In this demo, we will see how to navigate through the file system. The measure component of a file system is a directory. The pwd command is used to view the current working directory, and ls command is used to list the directories. Currently, you don't have any directories, but you can create some directories using the command mkdir d1, d2, and d3. The blue font indicates that they are the available directories. In Unix, every directory is similar to a file, which points to another file. For example, let's go to the D1 directory using the command cd_d1 and print the working directory using the command pwd. Create some files like f1, f2, and f3 and list the files using the command ls-l. Use the pwd command again. This shows the files located inside the directory D1. This is how you list the directories and files in it. Now, let's learn about files. A file can be defined as a space occupied by data on a storage device for further references. Every file contains an inode, metadata, and pointers that point to the physical location on the hard disk while storing the data. Files always exist in a directory. If the directory name is not specified, then your file will have a default directory called / that is also called as a root directory. When you type in the command pwd, you will get the current directory, home user 100 desktop, D1 as the output. If there was no home directory, then you would use the command ls/ to list the available directories. Use the clear command to clear the screen. Type in the command touch F4 to create a file named F4 and use the ls command to list the files in the directory. Use the ls-l command to list the files along with the permissions. We know that every file contains an inode number. Use the command ls-il to view the inode number of the file. It is a unique number assigned to the file by the system to access it. In this highlighted portion, you have the permissions, user, group, space occupied, and the date and timestamp of creation. This information together is known as the metadata of a file. If you want to write some data into the file, type the command cat >f1 and input some random data. Clear the screen and type in the command ls-l if1. It is having the inode number 392938. The metadata contains the information about the permissions. 1 indicates the number of hard links, owner, group, number of bytes of data occupied, and the timestamp on the file. By default, your inode number for root will start from 2. When you type in the command ls-ild/, you see the inode number beginning with 2. 1 and 0 are not used because they are reserved for other functions in Unix. This is about files and inode in Linux.